Hi, I'm Anders Brownworth.
And I'm Scott Barstow, and we're from Rocket Hangar.
And we just made the Matrix bot.
The Matrix bot is our TADHack London project that demonstrates using WebRTC and Matrix to control and stream live video from a robot.
We control two DC motors through GPIO on a Raspberry Pi. We step power up from the Raspberry Pi's 3.3 volts to 7.5 volts for the motors using a PWM motor controller.
The MatrixBot software is made up of two components, a Node.js app server using Happy and Socket.io to push navigation control signals to the Raspberry Pi, and a client Node.js app running on the Raspberry Pi that listens to new messages from the designated matrix room and sends those controls to the motors. When you connect to the app server console, we start streaming video from the camera on the device to the browser using a WebRTC gateway. You can then click the directional buttons to make the robot move as you wish, all the while receiving live video from the front of the robot.
So let's check it out. And that's the Matrix bot. Thanks to TADHack and Matrix.org for organizing the competition.
Okay, there we go. We've just had your slick video presented there, Scott. I don't know if Anders is still on as well.
Yeah, he's here. He's on mute.
Okay, no problem. I'll let the judges. Any questions from the judges? Any questions from the judges?
Can I remote control your bot from my Matrix client?
Sure. Yeah. All we're doing is using standard Matrix messaging. So we're just pushing text messages into a room and then parsing those messages out on the other side on the actual robot. So you could control it with an SMS message or just anything, any possible kind of input device.
I think James wants to do it now.
We'll set that up so you guys can run it remotely or something interesting if anybody's interested.
Yeah, 10 minutes time we go and attack your heels or something.
Tell me a little bit about how the video works on the Raspberry Pi. How did you hook that together?
Sure. Anders, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I can. So it's essentially just a Raspberry Pi camera grabbing frames and making it available to Janus, which makes it available as a WebRTC stream.
So that's the Meet Echo Janus gateway?
That's correct.
Okay, thanks.
Any more questions? Matt?
So I just had two quick ones. First of all, Scott, thanks for answering a couple of questions already on Twitter. Sorry for being thick and needing a couple of pointers there. But it was a bit opaque, so but I had two more quick ones. First of all, I see there are 3 commands that you can give the bot over Matrix. You can tell it to go left, you can tell it to go right, you can tell it to go forwards. Am I right in thinking that when you tell it to go forwards, it just goes forwards for a few seconds and then stops? Or once you said it going forwards, is that it? Does it continue forever?
No, your initial assessment was correct. It pulses forward for a discrete amount of time.
Okay, cool. And the other question...
Shut my dog up. Give me a second. We had just a very small room, and we could very easily make it go not discrete, turn it on, turn it off, whatever, and also go backwards incidentally.
Oh, cool. Very cool. And I guess my other question was relating to the video again and the Janus or Janus gateway. Did you try hooking up Matrix at all to the WebRTC signaling that Janus supports? Because I've seen that Janus does SIP, it does a Rabbit MQ thing, and it'll obviously be really cool if somebody hooked Janus up to Matrix itself, so you could get at the video over Matrix as well as doing the control.
Yeah, that was actually our original intent, and we just ran out of runway to get that done. So we just pulled in some of the Janus code instead of using Matrix to do all the signaling. But that was when we started. That was the original intent.
Fair enough.
It just didn't work out that way in terms of timing.
No, been guilt tripping the.
That was really the purpose, and we just, like I said, we just couldn't pull it off in time to get the project submitted. So.
Yeah, no, that's in part our fault that the modular WebRTC stuff for Matrix in the client isn't there yet. I've also been guilt tripping the guys at Meet Echo to try to add a Matrix signaling stack onto Janus, although I'm sure somebody else will get to it if they don't. Very cool. Thanks, Scott.
And one more question. Andy at the back.
I'm pretty sure you can probably hear me. For the video side of it, have you done that using 264 or have you done that using VP8? How's that worked?
It's 264.
I thought you might say that. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Again, let's show appreciation for a great hack. Thank you so much, guys.